some of my earlier clients, they started, their net worth was not even 1 million. Net worth means all their assets minus all their liabilities.
Liabilities.
No?
Okay.
So not even 1 million. Then, this guy, young guy, 18 years ago, he said, Anne, he called me Anne. What shall I do to achieve that 1 million? After 10 years, his net worth is 7 million.
Hi, my name's Yudhishthira, and this is my wife Pia. We're a husband and wife podcast.
Every marriage has its story, but not every couple decides to place a mic in front of them and share it with the world. But what's more real than marriage, family, and business?
Today, we have a very interesting guest on our show. His name is Mr. Thanga. Mr. Thanga has over 30 years' experience in the financial industry, and he's been accredited by the Securities Commissions, and he has a vast career ranging from different industries, and he caters to people from the SMEs as well, moving up to high net worth clients. He has been part of multiple different organizations, and today he is part of the Melbourne Capital Group. We are truly honored and excited to have Mr. Thanga on our show today. Welcome, Mr. Thanga.
Thank you, Yudhishthira and Pia, for having me today. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for being here. Truly appreciate
We
it.
truly appreciate you coming on our podcast today. So let's jump in, Mr. Thanga. Tell us the moment that you realized financial education wasn't just missing, but it was actually hurting people, especially young adults.
When I see clients file, when they approach me for financial advisory, some of the mistakes they have done, sometimes it doesn't make sense. I gave you one example. He is an professional, earning about 20,000 plus. Mm-hmm. When I check his what you call net worth, he has about 180,000 cash in the bank, but he also has about 70,000 credit card outstanding. So when I asked him, why are you not settling the credit card balance? Since you have 180,000 in the bank. Yeah. Guess what was the answer? Said, Ms. Thanga, if I die, my family don't have to pay for the credit card. And he's only 30 plus. So, what can we say about this? It shows definitely there is something missing link between the financial life and the financial education.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, that's like a really interesting point that you brought up, right? So, I mean, like when we initiated the podcast, we talked about turning points. So I'm sure you have your own turning point, especially being in the financial industry. What was your personal turning point about money when you were growing up?
Actually, my turning point, I should say, I was blessed to have good friends. My secondary school, especially. Most of their parents are well-to-do compared to my parents, but yet, when we buying things, for example, we are very close. Okay, I'm mostly close. I can say that I was the only Indian in the class. So I've been there for 7-8 years. So when I mix around with them, we go to buy stationery. So they will buy in bulk and we share. We will save like 5 cents. I'm talking about 45 years ago.
Wow.
So I was wondering, being myself, only child with my parents. So even though, they are well-to-do, but yet can you see that how they manage the money? Okay, of course, 5 cents then is big, but today it may be 5 ringgit. Okay, so the thing is the habit. how you look at the money, even though you have money, how you spend. You don't blindly buy, blindly spend.
And you believe that that's something that's cultivated
From
from
young.
young.
Young, yes, yes. Another thing I also saw is that even during secondary school, during that time, the parents give monthly expenses to them. So they have to manage for the 30 days. If you finish off your what do you call your money, pocket money, you just have to starve for 1 or 2 days. So you will be very careful in spending your money. So I think I saw that from young.
So just an interesting question to ask you, Mr. Thanga. You see, from your family perspective, right? We go back a little bit when you were, much younger. The topic of conversation of money. Did it happen? And when did it happen? Or if it didn't?
No, even now, some communities in Malaysia, they do talk a lot about money. They talk a lot about economy. They talk a lot about business. But certain community, they don't. Okay, but then my parents were very thrifty. Even though my father was just a government servant, but they really save. And not only that, they never talk about buying things on loan. Everything is cash. So that is something that became one of my habit. That oh yes, we try our level. Nowadays, of course, we don't really buy cash. I mean, for some reasons, tax and all that. But you must, like, for example, credit card. You should have money before you spend. You use the credit card. It's exactly the same. And once you spend, you have to pay immediately or within the 16 days of grace period. Okay? Actually, credit card usage was that initially. But after, a lot of advertisement and, of course, marketing, marketing have now deviated. So a lot of people caught in between.
With regards to like upbringing, growing up and everything, right? Just going back in time a little bit. How was it? Like, was there a particular moment in your childhood where you made a choice, a financial choice, and it completely altered the trajectory of your life? Like, is there a particular incident that you would like to share with
Not so much during my younger age, but when I started my job, I started my career as a teacher, as a school teacher, okay, trained teacher. In fact, I'm the only one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2 came out of teaching very early. Okay, so only about 5 years. So after finished contract, I resigned and came out. My first pay was 500 ringgit, my net pay. I'm talking about 1991, December, 92, January.
Wow. I was not born then.
So,
Wow.
even though, yes, 500 at that time may be, but at that time, my parents were very old. My father retired when I was 16. So I used to also help my mother selling vegetables and all that. Okay. So so because of the age gap, I have to take care of them. Of course, they're government servant, they got pension and all that, but I feel that as a son, it's my responsibility to take care. So I asked my fathers to stop work when I started my work the first month.
Okay.
So, and I see that 500 is not enough. I don't know, if I were to be like enjoying type or, I say 500 is more than enough because my parents does not really need money. Okay, they have pension, they have government hospitals and all that medical. But no, I felt that no, 500 is not enough. So I started to give tuition. Okay. So I wanted to earn extra. And then I saw that also not enough. Then one of my friend introduced to insurance. Okay, those days, you know. So that's where I said, because at that time no other business that I'm aware of, my surroundings. So okay, then I took it. So I used to earn even that time 5 times, 6 times of my salary. I work hard. I work during weekends. I work during after school or before school. School holidays. That's my business time. You know, that's how I develop. Of course, I don't compromise on my teaching.
Okay.
My teaching, I never compromise. I do my job. But other than that, so I was like working extra. So that is where, you know, it makes me, okay. Then slowly I said, why can I help others on this matter? That's why the journey started.
Wow. You see, Mr. Thanga, I want to ask you, when we look at the youth today, or the younger generation today, why is it that there is a lack of financial education being led for them?
Okay.
You know?
Of course, part of it, our system, education system. In fact, last June, our Banagara Deputy Governor released a statement saying that they're still talking to the other, ministries to introduce financial education in schools. Okay? But, of course, we do not know when it will come. But there are some initiative by Banagara. They even have a museum for kids where they can go and learn. They have some pamphlets, booklet for them where they can track. Yeah, yes, they do. But it's not very popular. Okay, so that is one. Second is some kids parents are well-to-do. Of course, there's a total different subject. Okay, so they were given everything, you know. So that's how they. But others. Even though the parents are not really well off, the parents really struggle or, you know, work hard to educate them. But after they start working, I think that the environment or the the peer pressure, they want to be. There's one term I learned today, flex. I don't know if
Flex.
Yeah, that's a very millennial term.
yeah, so I have to learn all this.
I'm actually surprised. I don't even know what is flex. Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is flex? What is it?
Flex,
Show off like
FOMO, YOLO.
Wow. Oh my
all
gosh. Wow, Mr. Thanga.
Mr. Thanga, it looks like you are cool and easy to know more than me do.
I know YOLO for some time.
Yeah.
But flex and FOMO just picked up today.
Oh.
So these are some of the misleading things that the youth are thinking. Oh, you have. Of course, everybody is going to live one life.
Yeah.
You see?
Yes.
Do we know when are we going to die? If you know you're going to die tomorrow, of course you spend everything.
Yeah.
But life is not like that. You know? And the flex is more scary. You know, you have to be on par. You have to show that you are, you know, successful in inverted comma when you are not. You know, and using branded items, you know, using luxury cars. So all these actually, I don't know where they got it, but all these are actually misled. Of course, we are not saying that you should not enjoy your life. What is my take on that is you prepare yourself and you enjoy. You have to enjoy your life. Human beings are emotional animals. You see?
Yeah.
We have to do all these.
Yeah.
But not until you prepare yourself. For example, even holiday for that matter. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go for holiday. Go for some simple holidays within Malaysia. There are a lot of holidays where you can just couple of hundred, you can have a good holiday. You know? So why can't you think about it? You know? So then you save money, you plan, you know, your goals and all that. Then slowly you can move up to going for overseas holidays. You know? So why not? But the thing is, they immediately, I want to go overseas immediately. But all the expenses are under credit card. You come back and you pay with interest.
Yeah.
See? So that's not the what I mean by, you should enjoy, but you have to get prepared.
And you shared earlier a little bit about the younger generation, and what I'm hearing is that it's a lot to do with comparison. So we see like either social media or neighbor just bought a car, and then there's that pressure, right?
Yeah.
But is there also an element where, in your experience, have you met youngsters where they turn around and just tell you that I think financial literacy is just so boring?
Boring. Yeah, it is boring, sometimes scary, boring because, you see, this financial literacy and financial habits need some discipline. You need discipline. And most of these guys, I think they are not disciplined about their life. So when you are not disciplined enough in your life, even like getting up certain time, they don't have a simple discipline like that. How are they going to handle or looking at more complicated, financial matters? So they choose not to look at it.
Oh, so it's more like fear disguised as like, it's boring, I don't want to talk about
yes,
it.
maybe that's an excuse.
Oh, okay, I never thought about it.
Yeah, some of them, you see, my young clients, they say, Ms. Thanga, I know, because after they go through with me, they said, oh, this is really good. But when I talk to my friends, I know they need. They spend lavishly, but they never plan. I know because close friends. When I told them, I've done this, I've done that, I've invested, I think okay, So why? Because they know when you meet a financial advisor, he will go through, he will do the surgery of your finance, looking at all your cash flow, income, expenses, your loans, your assets, your investments. So sometimes they themselves know they have made a lot of mistakes. Actually, they know. And they don't want to open up. You're having health issue. You have to open up to the doctor. If not, how are you going to get your solution, your treatment? You see, you are shy away. It's life.
Yeah, it's only harming you even more. Yeah.
It's your life. So for me, it's your decision. You have to make a decision. I'm not here to persuade you. I can show you the options. I can show you if you don't do what will happen. But end of the day, it's your decision.
You know what is very interesting, Mr. Thanga? We're talking on, financial planning and things like this. Personally, for me, what I've noticed is that it doesn't help, you see, with social media. So when you're using the terminal, flexing and things like that, if you look at social media today and you go online, everything it's all about, being seen in the nicest restaurants, the nicest hotels, with his fancy cars and everything. So, from what you have observed and seen with the younger generation, what would be one thing that you notice across the board younger generation of people are doing, which is a very big mistake?
Actually, that is a very broad question. But I can tell you that the reason for them to do whatever they are doing wrong, that I can tell you. Because what they are doing wrong is very subjective. Okay. Now, the reason being is that they do know their future goals. When you don't know what they're going to do in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years and beyond, YOLO, you enjoy. You see? And nobody sit with them and talk about it seriously. Highlight, these are the things that you should look into it. Of course, they don't. And another thing, this happens not just young people, even those who are above 40, 50 for that matter. How usually we talk about goals? You tell me. Maybe during dinner or sometimes friends' wedding, some social activities. Hey, come, hey, what are you going to do? Oh, I think this year I want to buy this, buy that, Then another guy say, hey, that is not good. you do this, you buy this, you invest this, you know. Then after that, everybody forget. So no follow up. You see, when you write down your goals, in fact, I did one webinar recently about how to set goals. It doesn't matter whether you are setting the goal rightfully. That is a secondary question where you need to approach a financial advisor to see how to actually create a goal, a meaningful goal. But when you put down a goal, I learned this many years back, this law of attraction.
Yeah.
There are actually 108 laws, People only talk about few. Actually, there are 108. This law of attraction, they said when you write down your whatever goals, even you throw that book or piece of paper, chuck somewhere in the corner, after 5, 6 years or 10 years, let's say you pull out that paper and you look at it, you'll be surprised your life is going towards that. It is psychology. When you do that frequently, when you review frequently, oh my God, your subconscious mind can grasp it. And your subconscious, because you believe you can, with the help of the advisor, you believe you can, you will see that the subconscious mind, you can say subconscious mind if you are a scientific person, you may say God if you are a religious person, whatever. You will see that your life will be aligned to that. And whenever you do something, you will see things will fall in place. Okay? So it's very important to write down the goals.
Wow.
Okay? So that is lacking. That is, I think that if they do, there will be a lot of changes.
Oh.
Goals may change.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, especially young people like you. This year you'll tell the goal, next year say, Ms. Thanga, I think I need to change this goal. It happens. It happens. But then, at least you know that you are moving forward, and you have certain things. I tell you, some of my clients, because I've started financial advisory 18 years ago, some of my earlier clients, they started, their net worth was not even 1 million. Net worth means all their assets minus all their liabilities. No?
Okay.
So not even 1 million. Then, this guy, young guy, 18 years ago, he said, Anne, he called me Anne, what shall I do to achieve that 1 million? You see, this is what I call motivation. It's inner motivation. I never told him you must achieve 1 million. When I showed that, he himself come forward. Then I discussed, okay, these are the things you should increase, these are the things you should decrease. After 10 years, his net worth is 7 million. So is it me alone? No, I won't claim that. It's the plan have made him realize, and it gives him a very clear picture of his business. From one, he was a restaurant owner. From one restaurant, he opened up 4. And one of it is a different concept.
Wow.
Okay? So that's why things moves. See? Where it started? From somewhere, just list down the goals, looking at it, and start. So I should say that the starting point is very important. And also it's very important, like social media, when people talk about, TikTok and all that. I sometimes, I'm not a big fan of TikTok. Whenever I'm completely free, I got nothing
So you have
to do.
a TikTok account.
Yeah, I have. But I don't post
bad.
anything.
Yeah.
I don't post
He
anything.
doesn't have a TikTok account.
Yeah, I don't.
So I'll just scroll and I'll come across people talk about finance. See, I'm not saying that it's wrong or I'm not putting them down. But some of the advice may be wrong. Some of the advice may be only pertaining to one small area. So you cannot make decision, listen to one advice. Because I can tell, I have clients who are twins. Okay? Their goals are different. Yeah, cash flow is different. Yeah, net worth is different. So what are we talking about others? So they need
Actually, that's a
different,
good point. Yeah.
different approach, different advice. You know, so that's why don't ever take just advice from social media. Check whether they are qualified, they are licensed. Very important. You see, just now you mentioned about like my credential,
Yeah.
quite a few, you know, CIP, IFA, and so on. But all those are credential. My license is with SC. So you need to apply for a license in order for you to go public and advise on finance.
Oh,
And
okay.
it is yearly renewable.
Oh, when you say public, also social media.
Yeah.
Technically, so meaning that you're not allowed to give financial
Yo,
advice on
yes,
social media.
yes,
Without,
yes.
So,
oh,
so
wow.
does that mean technically a lot of people online who are giving advice and everything is
Yes.
they're not really
Even
accredited?
for me, I am allowed like this, public. I can only talk about the benefits, you know, how like awareness.
Okay.
I can't give advice. Because as I told you, I cannot because it's an individual things. How to give advice?
Right.
That's a good point.
It could be wrong. And we may harm the person rather than helping the person.
Yeah.
So that's the main. Yeah.
When we talk about advice, right? So oftentimes I think the first individuals, youngsters we deal with money, we have the conversation is our parents. So like in your experience, Mr. Thanga, what are some of the things or how do parents actually unintentionally misguide their children?
Oh, okay. There are actually quite a number. Under the pretext of love, actually love, you know, love. Okay, I give you one example. This guy, fresh graduate, started working. So the father wanted to help the child. You know, every parents love to do that. So yes, you can help. Maybe you want to pay deposit for a simple car, yes, maybe, or a motorbike, yes. But then after that, the child must pay and take care of the expenses. Okay? Sometimes they also pay the monthly installment. They also so what will happen to the child? Let's say a graduate salary about 3,000, 3,005.
Yep.
So he will be thinking, hey, this is a lot of money. Because all the expenses taken care by the parents. So
Yeah.
do you think that they will start thinking, worrying about they don't have enough money or no? But of course we can't blame the parents because parents thought that hey, I'm actually helping my child. But even worse, when they buy some luxury cars.
At a young age.
Young age. So what type of impression are you giving to your child? And what type of circle of friends you may attract? And tomorrow when this person has, let's say, financial difficulty after a few years, maybe in the age of 30, you know, he has to downgrade his car, for example. He'll become what you call prestige. See, they are forced to maintain. That is the biggest disaster. When it started
Younger days.
with the parents.
Parents, yeah.
Okay, so nothing wrong helping children, but at the same time, let them handle the expenses.
I mean, just adding on to that, I just had a thought. Oftentimes, it's either in the context of love, as you mentioned, but sometimes I think also parents say that, okay, I didn't get it when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to give my child the best. What is your take on that?
Very good question. It's actually very common.
Yeah, actually.
Very common. You didn't get it, but how did you get it for yourself? You work harder. You work hard. You sacrifice a lot. But does your son or your children knows about the sacrifice? Have they feel the sacrifice? Have they feel the challenges they have gone through? Yes, you can. You see, for me, okay, I'm not saying that others are wrong. For me, I would say that whatever I've earned, let me have it, me and my wife. Yes, we will use. My duty is to have good education for my children and teach them how to survive in this competitive world. They should not depend on my money. But of course, end of the day, when we are dead and gone, the children may get their portions. Or I may even do charity.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you see, when the child learn and earn the money, they will value and also they will grow very big. How many of the children where the parents are well off, they give everything to the children and they become better than the parents, more successful than the parents?